How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. We're back with our extreme log splitter build here. As you guys seen in the last video, we had a big log on here and it flopped down and hit that battery. So in this episode here, we're going to build us a cradle and we're going to get us a cover on that battery. We're going to get some tie downs on that battery. So what I've got here is I got over there on the table, I got some 1/4 inch expanded metal. This is some heavy duty stuff we're going to be using to build our cradle out. So let's go over there and I'll show you that piece of metal I'm going to be using. Okay, this is the piece of metal we're going to be using. This is, I would say it's really close to that 1/4 inch. It might be 5/16. I think it's 5/16 expanded metal. We're going to cut that piece of metal. I got it measured out here about 27 inches by 18. So we're going to cut a piece 27 by 18 out of this piece of metal here. And we're going to see what kind of a cradle we could build out of it. Okay, I've been going around kind of gathering up old steel to use to build this. These are a couple pieces of scrap metal. They got a couple holes cut in them, but that's not going to bother us any. So we're going to take these over to the saw and we're going to cut these the same length. And we'll be welding these up underneath of this guy. And that's going to give us our support for when we pin this onto our log splitter. I'm going to be using a pin. I'm hoping this works out because I don't want to leave this on all the time. I just want it for when I'm got it laying down, we're splitting, but a lot of times I like to set my log splitter up and split. So we're going to take these over and we're going to cut these off the same length, and then we'll bring them back and get ready to figure out where we're going to put them on here. Okay, we got a couple bolts here. We're going to use these as our pins. We'll be able to tighten this up by hand. We'll drill a hole through there and put a clip on here also. I want to be able to take these on and off whenever I want it off. I want to be able to take it off out in the field, not have to take a wrench to it. So we're going to cut the heads off of these bolts, and we're going to use these as our pins. Now we'll be able to put our bolt or nut on this side. We'll weld this right into that plate we just cut. Now what we'll do is we're going to cut a slot in this so we can weld this inside of that. So we want this to be flush. So we're going to cut a slot out of there so we can mount that right inside there. We'll weld that right into place. Now it'll give us our pin. Now these are slightly tapered. My saw doesn't cut perfectly square. As you can see, it's got a wee little bit, about a 1/16 of an inch, maybe a little, right around the 1/16 of an inch more on this side than you do this side. So that'll give me a little bit of a slope, a tilt towards the machine. Not much, a little bit. I think that'll work out okay. It's going to work out perfect. So set right in there like that. We'll weld that guy right into place. So now we have our pin welded in there. When we weld our other stuff on the top, we'll be able to slide this through our log splitter I-beam, and I want to be able to bolt that and put a pin in it because I don't want to tighten that bolt really tight. This is going to work out. I could rub my finger across there and I'm not catching anything. That's what we want them to look like, nice and smooth. Okay, I got my cradle down here. I marked where I want these holes to go. We're going to start off with some really small holes and we're going to work our way up to a 5/8 hole on this. So we're going through basically just about the center of the I-beam there. And we have to watch because we have bolts over here. So we're basically going to be setting about right there. And I think that's going to work out for us there. We're down below them bolts. So we don't have to worry about them bolts catching anything. So we're just going to set this off to the side. I got these marked out. And we're going to start drilling. And this might take a while. That's a lot of metal filings right there. That's a ton of metal filings. Okay, that looks actually really good on there. I don't think we're going to have to do a whole lot to it. We got a little bit of primer on there. I think that's going to help protect our motor. Yeah, I don't think this thing's going to go anywhere. That's pretty sturdy. Well, let's just see. Well, it holds me. So that would hold a nice sized log on there, that's for sure. Alright, let's get her cleaned up and get her attached. Another thing I wanted to check is, can I still use this thing straight up and down? Let's see how this works. So I really could use this either way, up and down or across. I think this is still going to work out even if we attach that on solid. And if we put the machine like this, we'd have easy access to our battery over there. I like this thing. I think that's going to be really nice on there. That should help protect this part over here. I was more worried about the battery, but the motor also. But we're still able to put fuel in it. I think this is going to work out perfect for us. Okay, just by looking at my cradle here, it has a slight lean to the inside. That way if we split a piece of wood, we lay it over here, we don't want it to roll out that way. We want it to more or less come back this way. And I think we have a little bit of a tilt to it, which I think that's good. I'm going to fire up the motor and make sure that my wedge, the bolts on the bottom of my wedge, don't hit the sill or hit the cradle anywhere. Okay, by looking at it, we probably still have another 3/4 of an inch or an inch before it would actually hit the cradle itself. Now, I didn't want to bring that cradle out too far because I don't want it to hit trees and stuff, because I'll take my wood splitter right in the woods and split with it. So I didn't want it out any further than what the motor is. And I think this is going to work out great for us. I think this is going to work out really nice. I mean, it's sturdy, it's tight, and I think it's there to stay. What I did do with the battery is we put a bungee cord across here to keep that battery into place. We're just going to leave the bungee cord on it for now. I think it turned out really nice. Okay, we have our little cradle table sitting here. I wasn't real happy with these pieces sticking out on the edges, because I'm worried you're going to get your clothes stuck on it. So I have this piece of, I do believe this is 3/8 dowel. I'm going to weld this thing around here, all the way around it. And that's going to give it something to keep you from getting your clothes stuck on it. I'll just weld it right around there. But I'm just getting it ready to weld on it. Okay, now we don't have any sharp edges going around there. I think that's going to be a lot better little table than what we had. I was worried about catching your clothes on these little things sticking out, the spikes. I think this is going to be a lot better. Okay, our cradle, I would call this more of a table because it doesn't like cradle anything. It's more of a table, but I think this thing is so sturdy. I don't think I'll have any problem with that thing. As you seen me earlier standing on it, and it worked great. So if you guys would, in the comments, let me know what you think of this cradle type thing here, table. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.